everyone, I am Janhavi Panwar. Welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new here, then welcome to my channel. Now, if you guys noticed, my background is a bit different today. So I have a whiteboard behind me. So what we're going to do, we're going to learn with this whiteboard today. In this one, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can learn more than 100 words per month. Because if you guys want to become fluent in English, so you need to learn words. There is nothing without vocabulary. I'm going to tell you exactly how. You're just going to focus on whatever I'm going to say. You're going to practice accordingly, and believe me, you can learn too many words in just 1 month. So let's get started. Number one that you really need to keep in mind is learn in themes. Learn in what? Learn in themes. There are too many students who just learn random words. They're like, okay, number one word, random. Number two word, anything. So there is no connection between these two words. There is what? There is no connection between these two words. Instead, what you guys can do, you can actually learn words with a theme. So what you can do, pick a theme. Any theme would work. For example, there can be a theme of traveling. There can be a theme of cooking. There can be a theme of emotions. There can be a theme of games. So your mind, it has a tendency of remembering stuff more when you learn according to themes, when words are connected. So when words are connected, your words will remember those words more. Let me tell you how. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick a theme here. So let me just pick a theme of emotions here. So number one word for emotions, let's write down here, is anxious. Number two, we can write down the word happy. Number three, we can write down the word thrilled. Thrilled. Then write down the word excited. Then write down scared. So now what will happen? Your mind will remember all of these words. But if you're learning words in different themes, so first word you learned is scared, and then second you learned the word travel. So there is no sense, there is no connection. So your mind will forget the words. So learn word in themes. The more you learn words in themes, the more your mind will remember these words. Let's talk about tip number two. Tip number two is use words in example sentences. Use words in example sentences. Now, don't just learn the word. For example, there is a word destination. Now, the meaning of destination is place. Place. And now you're cramming destination, place, destination, destination, place, destination. Don't do that. Instead, use this word in a sentence. Say, for example, Norway is my favorite. Norway is my favorite destination. Norway is my favorite destination. So over here, you're using words in sentences. Another word you can take an example, you can take as an example is the word epitome. Epitome. Now, what is epitome? Epitome means when something is a perfect example of something. So for example, Taj Mahal is the epitome of love. So basically, it is the perfect example of something. So use a word in different senses. Use one word in 3 sentences, 5 sentences. So do that. So what you can do, you can actually add some sort of personal connection with these words. You can do what? You can make a personal connection to these words. Personal connection. So when there's a personal connection to every word, your mind, yeah, it has a tendency of remembering those words better. If you're just making up random examples, then you will forget. However, if you make personal connection with every word, you will remember those words. Now, if we move on to next tip, which is going to be your tip number 3, practice saying practice saying words out loud. Words out loud. Now, for example, if you remember tip number 1, when we talked about themes, right? When we talked about themes. So let's just take, for an example, you learned 5 words. You learned 5 words of emotions. So now what you're going to do, tell yourself a mini story. Tell a mini story. For example, if you learned 5 words of emotions, happy, anxious, thrilled, excited, terrified. So tell yourself a mini story. So when I woke up, I was really thrilled to go see the concert, but I was also a bit sad that my friends could not come. However, I was really excited. So when I went there, I saw this giant camera and I got really terrified. I thought it was just something coming at me. So tell a mini story, make a story, practice out loud. Out loud is the part here. Because if you're not saying the words, if you're not speaking the words, then you're not getting anywhere. You have to speak the words. You have to practice saying them out of your mouth. That's important. Because if you are a good swimmer, if you think you're a good swimmer, then obviously you've been in water. With just instructions, you cannot be a good swimmer. You have to get in the water. So same goes for English. You have the words in your mind, you have sentences in your mind, but you have to practice saying them out loud. So that's important. Now let's move on to the next tip, which is tip number 4. This is the 1-2-5 rule. Now, what is 1-2-5 rule? Our brain, if you learn 10 words, your brain will forget it after what? A week, maybe after 3 days, maybe even after a day. So what you can do, review words after 1 day. After 1 day, review words, then review words after 2 days, and then after 5 days, so that you do not forget all of these. So 1 day, 2 days, and then 5 days. Now what you're going to do, what you will do, you will learn, for example, 3 words per day. 3 words per day. So what you will do now, you will, on the first day, you will practice yesterday's words. So you will review these words plus 3 new words. So same thing you will keep doing on a daily basis. And you know this whole activity, like from tip number 1 to tip number 4, do you know how much time it takes? Maximum 20 minutes a day, 20 to 25 minutes a day, and that's it. And that's I'm talking about if you're learning more than 3 words. If you're just learning 3 words per day, or if you're learning 5 words, then I think you're absolutely fine. You're good to go. So 5 words per day and 30 days in a month. You know, talk about learning more than 100 words per month. Now, let me tell you something. I am pretty sure that you guys need all of these themes. I know what you guys want. Like, Janhavi, can we get themes under one, book, or maybe under some sort of course? Then don't worry. I actually have my book, which is a 90-day spoken English course book, where you are going to get all of these themes, these vocabularies, and how to use those words in different sentences with examples and with practice tests and with worksheets, all in my book, 90 Days Spoken English Course Book. You can go check it out. It's on a sale right now. The link for it is in the description box down below. And thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. As for me, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye, everyone. Stay safe.